Thomas Edison once stated, "The value of an idea lies in the using of it." Today's education is primarily based on curriculum, textbooks, tests, one answer. There are multiple solutions to problems. Inventucation is an exploration process that motivates students to find marketplace problems and recommend innovative ways to solve them. It encourages them to think outside the box, to ask why, to work together, discover alternative solutions, and acknowledge their ideas. The theory behind the term Inventucation is that all invention is the result of applying creative thinking, critical thinking, and innovation to existing education concepts.
A mixture of invention and the word entrepreneurial skills. That's what we're putting together. An entrepreneur is someone who comes up with an idea, and then they get it to market, and we're going to teach you, and they are going to teach you also some of those skills that will be necessary for that. So you might say, well, I'm not an inventor. Yes, you are. Everyone is.
According to cultural experiences and preconceived notions, all human beings view the world differently through the context of their own vantage point. Inventucation training emphasizes spontaneity, imagination, and becoming aware of patterns that lead us to discovery.
When you look at this normally, you see this as your paradigm tells you this is a continuous sexual. It isn't, because that comes off like that. So, but your paradigm tells you that it must be continuous, so if it's welded to this, it wouldn't come off. That's what tells you that.
Real inventions by real students on the real market.
You take these to the landfill, these will outlast you and your children's children's children probably. If we go to this, and this is a brilliant idea, because it is starch, it does about the same thing as the peanut. Great packing material, protects whatever it is you're trying to pass around, and you put it in here, it's not going to instantly disappear. But when water hits it, especially water running through a landfill, it eventually dissolves as plain old starch. The problem is, one fireman usually tries to back the other person up. Following one another in there is pretty difficult. You got smoke, you got all kinds of confusion going on. So she said, and she won again 10,000 on this idea, she said, if the fireman puts his foot into the boot, and if a light automatically goes on, he doesn't turn anything on, she doesn't turn anything on, automatically goes on, then when that person's crawling, here's the model, see if I can get it to work here, the person's crawling, then the other fire person, see, now this wouldn't be the light you use a strobe, something very, very bright, so on. This is just, again, prefab kind of a white light. But that was a great idea.
Whether adding value to a shovel with a measuring device, recommending a peanut butter jar with a lid that conveniently becomes the spreading knife, or introducing packaging peanuts that dissolve in landfills, students have the opportunity to create prototypes for their inventions that take their ideas to market. Inventucation methods build strong curricula, engage students, and inspire the world.
Parents often wonder, what does it take to get teenagers excited about math and science? In some cases, the answer may be a challenge. CNN's Al Hinman reports on a program that has changed some kids from problem students to problem solvers.
They're learning that not everything is simple. It takes a lot of tries and tests before something might work.
Students are challenged to come up with solutions for an ever-growing list of problems submitted by sponsor businesses and schools.
It's an attachment to an overhead projector that demonstrates the Coriolis effect, which is how the Earth rotates.
Dottie Corrigan says her high school teachers were not helping her understand this basic scientific concept. So
I came up with a better way to demonstrate it.
A lot of young people have great ideas, inventions that could help solve a problem, but very few ever get the chance to see their inventions get this far, actually into manufacturing.
Students whose projects go commercial get 15% of all the profits. The Young Inventors program downplays possible financial rewards, instead hoping to inspire young people to strive to become the next Thomas Edison.
Your students could be award winners or the next Thomas Edison. There was nothing in a young Edison that indicated he would change the world. Our role is to provide a process for the development of their ideas and expose students to resources that support their innovations. It begins with an idea. Inventucation takes concepts through all phases that lead to entrepreneurship and eventually to the commercial market.